they're about and how they need your help. And Fun for the Arts, you know all about Fun for the Arts, but you can't even say Fun for the Arts without saying Barbara Sexton Smith, and she is our first guest this afternoon. Hello, welcome.
Hey Jeane, how are you doing?
I'm fabulous. I've known this woman for years and she's always fabulous. And look, since I've been here almost 30 years, the arts in this community have just not only thrived but exploded under your tutelage and others before you, and now you're retiring.
Right, and I am so excited about this retirement. As we were talking right before we went live here this afternoon, you got to go when you're on top. You got to go when the organization is going great. The easy thing to do would be stay, but I'm very excited to turn the reins over to Kristen Boone coming up here in a week or so, because the arts are collaborating and thriving in ways that we've never seen them before all over the region.
That is so true. Earlier on, when I first got here, there was kind of a segmented arts scene here. There were the big venues like Actors Theater and musical theater, and then the smaller, struggling theaters. But we're seeing all kind of collaborations like Blue Apple Players and Walden Theater. Tell us about that.
Right. Blue Apple Players and Walden Theater have come together, and they've taken a real long-term strategic look at their two missions, and they really are in the same business, trying to do the same thing. They're just going to do it bigger and better and reach more children. So we're 100% supportive of what they're trying to do. And then how about Matt Wallace and Kentucky Shakespeare out in Central Park?
Yes. Oh, Kentucky Shakespeare has done wonders.
Right.
So what we're talking about with especially Blue Apple Players and Walden Theaters, educating children and exposing children to the arts. And your board did something really very special in honor of your retirement. Tell us about that.
Right. And so to honor my legacy in these, I went for 8 weeks to help the Fund for the Arts and stayed 16 years. And so they wanted to honor that, and they launched the Barbara Sexton Smith Education Enhancement Fund. And that fund has been set up by the board, and as soon as they announced it, money started flying into the Fund for the Arts, and then as time goes on, the board will have a committee that makes decisions on how those funds are used. But they're going to be used in the schools, out of school, they're going to be used in community centers for kids. And look at this, speaking of retirement, this is the greatest thing in the world.
Look at that.
So my board chair, Jim Allen at Hilliard Lyons, hosted a retirement celebration for me the other day, and the children at Lincoln Performing Arts School sent this thank you card to me. Are you kidding? I live for this. And this is at the Brown Theater, and these are all the kids, Louisville Youth Choir and the Lincoln kids, with their Battle Cry t-shirts on. Together through the arts, we create a great American city.
Aww.
So all the smiles begin with you. And Jeane, I think all the smiles really begin with you.
Oh, and you.
Yes.
So this is very interesting. This is a hard hat. Okay, in the shape of an American, well, like decorated like an American flag. Tell us the story behind this.
Okay, this is the most special hat that I have, and folks that see me at church know that I love to wear my hats. I love to wear them everywhere I go. The men and 11 women over at Jeff Boat, who work in the shipyard building the barges, I have to wear a hard hat when I go into the shipyard and steel-toed boots each year. So I visit 2 weeks, asking them to sign their pledge cards, and this year, in honor of the great American city, the Fund for the Arts, they gave me this trophy hat. Will you look at this thing?
Look at that.
I mean, here, I love this hat. I don't know if it fits on top of my hair or not. There we go.
It's perfect, but what you want to point out is that this came from Jeff Boat. And so you got how many pledges?
Well, close to 500 people pledged more than $71,000.
And so that is in Southern Indiana.
Right.
Which means the Fund for the Arts also supports arts in Southern Indiana, as well as Louisville, Kentucky, other areas.
Right. As a matter of fact, we have 400,000 arts experiences that we provide in each school year, partnerships in 7 school districts, 162 schools. You know, in Lincoln Performing Arts School, every child there has a pair of tap shoes.
And have you seen that facility? Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful.
It's unbelievable. All right, so we talked about your retirement.
Yes.
What are you going to do, sit home and knit? No.
Oh, no. No, we won't do that. You know, folks, and you know this, my mission field has been West Louisville. I'm born born and reared in this community, and I love the work that the possibilities in West Louisville, so I'm going to stay focused there. I'm on the Board of Trustees at Simmons College of Kentucky, be working with Dr. Cosby on that. That is going to be a phenomenal legacy that we all get to leave together. So I'm just looking forward to passing the hat. Now, not for funds, but for leadership, to Kristen Boone. But then I will be very involved in fundraising for the Barbara Sexton Smith Education Enhancement Fund. We had money coming in from Palm Beach and other states to that fund last week.
Well, you know, our fund certainly has been a model for other areas in the country, and much of that is largely due to you and your leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we won't hear the last. This won't be the last we'll see or hear of you. You'll be back with some exciting projects.
I will. I will.
Thank you, Barbara. All right. We want to tell you again the campaign celebration, Friday, July 11th, 7:30 at Central Park at Shakespeare in the Park. And then you can meet the new president and CEO, Kristen Boone. Kristen and I worked together at Actors Theater when she was there many years ago. And you can enjoy Hamlet afterwards. So for more information, go to funforthearts.com. Look at that. There's their website. All right. Coming up next.